Welcome back to CVTV News. Thank you for staying with us, and thank you to Germanna Community College for their support. In a crime update reported by Keith Epps of the Freelance Star, 2 young men are serving jail time in connection with a May 1st vandalism spree in which as many as 36 Fredericksburg properties had graffiti painted on them. Robert F. Singas, 20, of Unionville, and Cameron Scott Baker, age 19, of Locust Grove, both received jail sentences earlier this month in Fredericksburg Circuit Court after making plea deals in which one felony charge was reduced to a misdemeanor and another was dropped. Baker was given a 12-month jail sentence, while Singas was ordered to serve 6 months. They also pleaded guilty to numerous other misdemeanors and will be sentenced on those offenses later on November 4th. A restitution amount expected to be in the thousands of dollars will also be determined at that time. A third defendant, 20-year-old Emily Jo Centella of Locust Grove, also pleaded guilty to 3 misdemeanor charges and received a deferred disposition. This is according to court records. That means that if she completes 75 hours of community service, pays her court cost, and stays out of trouble, her charges will be dismissed in a year. According to police reports and court records, the Orange County residents vandalized multiple places in the city of Fredericksburg on May 1st, mostly in the downtown area. They tagged businesses, a residence, a Civil War mural, parking lots, and trash receptacles. The vandals were also spotted on surveillance cameras in the downtown area, police said. Police found identical tags at the Sheets in Central Park later on that same night. Cameras captured the vandals in action, and police learned that the woman had made a purchase inside the store using a Union Bank and Trust card. Police tracked Centella downtown using the card information, and all 3 suspects were directly indicted by a city grand jury. Here is a question. Do you know what to do if you witness a crime or see something suspicious? It's more challenging than you might think. It requires being a good observer. This isn't as easy as it sounds. Recently, a local family, not too far from where I live, saw a suspicious car repeatedly cruising through the neighborhood. They were concerned. However, when it came to providing a description of the vehicle and its occupants, they couldn't remember. So here's some advice on being a good observer. If you see a vehicle that causes you some concern or was involved in a crime you witnessed, do your best to get the license tag. And if you can't do that, try and remember the color and type of car. That could be a great help to police. Also, try and remember how many people were in the car. That's helpful too. If you witness a crime or again see a suspicious person, take note. Was the individual male or female? Old, middle-aged, or young? How tall was the person? What were they wearing? Were they heavy or thin? Did they have long hair or short hair? Did they have glasses, hats, or any other distinguishing features such as a beard or a mustache? Yes, we know this can be a lot of information together, but it's amazing what the mind can retain in a short amount of time. Another way to help is by using this handy tool most of us have as an extension of our hand, our cell phone. If you can snap a picture of the individual or car without bringing attention to yourself, it can contain invaluable information. As much as we want to encourage you to be observant and report what you see, we also want to encourage you to keep a safe distance, please. Remember, if you observe something, take careful note, but remember, dealing with suspicious persons or criminals is always best left to the police. On a different note, you might say an academic note, we'd like to extend a congratulations to 2 of our local high school students. Juliana Calvert from Mountain View High School in Stafford and Daniel M. Heber from Cortland High School in Spotsylvania had advanced in the 2020 National Merit Scholarship Competition to become 2 of 16,000 semifinalists. That's nationwide. These semifinalists were selected from 1.5 million high school juniors who took the PSATs in 2018. Applicants must submit a scholarship application detailing their academic record, participation in school and community activities, leadership abilities, employment, honors, and awards, along with recommendations from high school officials and an essay. Of those 16,000 students, 15,000 are expected to advance to the finalist level. We want to wish these two extremely talented students good luck in the competition. Let's take a moment and head over to George for our sports report. Over to you, George.
Thanks, guys. George Kerns here for CVTV Sports. In the U.S. Open tennis tournament, both #1 seeds are gone as Naomi Osaka and Novak Djokovic have taken early exits. In MLB news, the Nationals are 78-60, 7 games out of first place. They are still in position for a wild card. The Braves, the Dodgers, the Astros, and the Yankees continue to be the best teams in the majors. In high school football news, former local standout, true freshman from North Stafford High School, Devin Ford, sprinted 81 yards for a touchdown on his second collegiate carry and finished with a team-high 107 yards on 6 carries in number 15 Penn State's 79-7 rout of Idaho this past Saturday. Fellow true freshman Brandon Smith from Louisa made 3 tackles, 1 for a loss for the Nittany Lions. In college football over the weekend, Virginia beat Pittsburgh 30-14, and Virginia Tech lost to Boston College 35-28. Clemson and Alabama continue to roll. Clemson plays Texas A&M Saturday night in the primetime game of the week. In NFL news, Zeke Elliott of the Dallas Cowboys is back in Dallas from Mexico, and sources say they are close to getting the deal done. Indianapolis has picked up quarterback Brian Hoyer, who was released by the New England Patriots, and quarterback Jacoby Brissett gets a 2-year deal worth $30 million and $20 million guaranteed now that quarterback Andrew Luck has retired. The Minnesota Vikings have picked up wide receiver Josh Doctson for a 1-year deal, reunited once again with Kirk Cousins, both former members of the Washington Redskins. Kansas City picks up running back LaShawn McCoy, bringing him back with head coach Andy Reid. The NFL season gets underway this weekend with Washington at Philadelphia at 1 o'clock on Fox. In NASCAR news, Eric Jones wins the Southern 500 this past weekend, and Kyle Busch continues to lead in the standings with 983 points. Well, that's all the time I have for sports. I'm George Kerns for CVTV Sports. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, George. We appreciate that. Well, that's all we have for you today on CVTV News. I'm David Kerr, and I'll be back next week with my co-host, Deirdre Haven. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again next time.